What if the most powerful healing beverages on Earth weren't created in laboratories or prescribed by doctors, but were sipped from simple cups by the healthiest people who ever lived thousands of years ago? The truth is this: while we're spending fortunes on energy drinks, supplements, and wellness products, ancient biblical texts were already documenting specific drinks that modern research now confirms can fight infections, reverse inflammation, balance blood sugar, and transform your health at the cellular level. These aren't just symbolic beverages, they're functional medicines with stunning scientific validation behind them. Today, I'm revealing 10 of the most powerful biblical healing drinks, ranked from extraordinary to absolutely miraculous. Stick around because number 3 on this list was literally one of the gifts brought to baby Jesus. And scientists just discovered it contains anti-inflammatory compounds that rival prescription drugs. And number 1, the drink that tops this list, comes straight from one of the Bible's most famous verses. What it does to your lungs and immune system will completely change how you understand that verse forever. If you want ancient wisdom backed by modern science delivered to you every week, hit that subscribe button right now. You don't want to miss what's coming. So let's get into it. Here are 10 biblical drinks that will heal you, ranked from extraordinary to absolutely miraculous. Number 10, barley water, the cholesterol fighter hidden in Scripture. There is a young boy here who has 5 barley loaves, John 6:9. Let's start with the grain most people overlook. When Jesus multiplied loaves to feed thousands, they weren't expensive wheat. They were barley bread, sustenance of common people. And here's what nobody tells you. Those ordinary folks were consuming one of the most medically potent grain beverages ever documented. Barley water, made by simmering whole barley in water and drinking the strained liquid, delivers concentrated beta-glucan. This soluble fiber is so proven to reduce cholesterol and regulate blood sugar that health authorities allow verified claims on products containing it. Here's what makes it special. In your digestive tract, beta-glucan forms a gel that changes how your body processes food. It slows glucose absorption, preventing dangerous spikes. It binds cholesterol-rich bile acids and escorts them out. It feeds beneficial gut bacteria, and it strengthens immune cell activity in ways researchers are still discovering. Studies show barley consistently outperforms even oat drinks in controlling post-meal blood sugar. It's rich in magnesium, phosphorus, and B vitamins. Because the fiber dissolves into the water during cooking, you get therapeutic benefit just from the liquid. Traditional preparation: simmer 1 cup hulled barley in 4 cups, water for 60 to 90 minutes. Strain, add lemon juice and raw honey if desired. Drink warm or chilled throughout the day. This was the standard recovery drink before pharmaceuticals. Hospitals served it to patients. Healers prescribed it for kidney support, fever, and digestion. Barley water got forgotten because modern medicine developed synthetic cholesterol drugs. But the grain of common people was medicine of the wise. Think of it as the humble healer hiding in Scripture, waiting for you to recognize its power. Number 9, date and almond milk, the ancient performance fuel. They gave him figs and raisins. When he ate, his strength returned. 1 Samuel 30:12. If you needed to cross brutal deserts or survive military campaigns in ancient times, 2 foods kept you alive: dates and almonds. The date palm appears more in biblical texts than almost any food plant. Not for beauty, but because it sustained life under extreme conditions. When you blend dates with almond milk, you create what sports nutritionists would call the perfect recovery drink. Dates deliver rapid natural sugars your muscles use immediately. Almonds provide sustained healthy fats, vitamin E, and magnesium that prevent the crash and burn of simple sugars. Here's what research reveals. Clinical trials on dates show improvements in iron status, bone density, and concentrated antioxidants that reduce inflammation. Studies on pregnant women found those who consumed dates had significantly shorter, easier labors. Almond research confirms reductions in LDL cholesterol, improved glucose control, and enhanced gut bacteria diversity. Together, they create one of the most complete nutritional beverages possible. Traditional preparation. Soak 8 to 10 medjool dates overnight. Blend with 2 cups homemade almond milk from soaked raw almonds, plus cinnamon. No added sweeteners needed. The dates provide everything. This powered humanity's most demanding journeys, and date and almond milk got overshadowed by commercial protein shakes loaded with synthetic ingredients. But for clean, whole food energy that nourishes rather than depletes, this ancient combination still outperforms modern alternatives. It's the original performance drink that actually works. Number 8. Pomegranate elixir, the cardiovascular guardian. Your temples are like halves of a pomegranate. Song of Solomon 6:7. The pomegranate holds unique biblical significance. It adorned priest robes. 200 carved pomegranates decorated Solomon's temple. It appears repeatedly as the symbol of abundance and divine blessing. This wasn't artistic preference. It was a statement about what this fruit meant. Modern researchers are captivated by it. Pomegranates contain punicalagin, found almost nowhere else, that breaks down into urolithins. These show remarkable anti-inflammatory and potential anti-cancer properties. Clinical trials document measurable blood pressure reductions, decreased LDL oxidation, improved arterial function, and reduced inflammatory markers. In antioxidant concentration, fresh pomegranate juice surpasses red wine, green tea, and blueberry juice. Here's what makes it special. The whole fruit provides the complete spectrum of therapeutic compounds working in synergy. Seeds, membrane, and juice all contribute different beneficial molecules your body evolved to recognize and use. Traditional healers used every part: fresh juice for heart health, seeds for fiber and minerals. Even the dried rind, which most discard, was steeped for intestinal infections and inflammatory bowel disorders. Traditional preparation is simple. You press fresh seeds and drink within hours, while compounds remain active. If buying prepared juice, choose no added sugars and avoid concentrate. The authentic product costs more, but that effort was always part of the point. The most valuable substances demanded work and intention from those who sought healing. Pomegranate got forgotten because extracting seeds is labor-intensive, and consumers wanted convenience. But for serious cardiovascular protection and longevity support, the effort remains worthwhile. Think of it as the drink worthy of temple architecture and still worthy today. Number 7. Ginger and honey brew, the anti-inflammatory powerhouse. Spices, balm, myrrh, nuts, and almonds. Genesis 43:11. Ginger traveled ancient trade routes for thousands of years as spice, medicine, and currency, and traditional systems across every culture used it identically for digestion, pain, infection, and inflammation. Research on ginger is impressive. Gingerols and shogaols reduce inflammatory biomarkers in clinical trials. Studies show ginger performs as effectively as ibuprofen for menstrual pain. It reduces nausea in chemotherapy patients, pregnant women, and post-surgical recovery. Ginger stimulates digestive enzymes, accelerates gastric emptying, and fights pathogenic bacteria. Combined with raw honey, you create one of the most complete therapeutic hot drinks. The gingerols and honey's defense-in-one work synergistically as antimicrobials. Traditional preparation: grate a thumb-sized piece of fresh ginger into 2 cups water. Simmer 15 to 20 minutes to extract maximum active compounds. Strain into your mug. Cool until warm. Must never add honey to boiling liquid as heat destroys therapeutic enzymes. Stir in 1 tablespoon raw honey and drink immediately. Drink at first cold symptoms, after heavy meals for digestive support, or daily as anti-inflammatory protocol. Ginger brew got overshadowed by pharmaceutical anti-inflammatories with stomach damage, liver stress, and cardiovascular risks. This ancient combination offers relief without destroying your body in the process. The trade routes went extraordinary distances for this route. It was worth every mile. Number 6. Olive leaf tea, the antiviral weapon. Its leaves will not wither, its fruit for food and leaves for healing. Ezekiel 47:12. Ezekiel's vision reads like spiritual revelation and pharmaceutical manual. The olive tree, mentioned over 500 times, is one of Scripture's most sacred plants. Its leaves contain one of the most powerful, broad-spectrum antiviral compounds in botanical medicine. Oleuropein demonstrates direct antiviral activity against influenza, herpes, and even retroviruses. It shows strong antibacterial and antifungal properties. Research confirms it lowers blood pressure, reduces inflammation, and delivers antioxidant activity rivaling vitamin E. Here's what makes it special. While everyone focuses on olive oil, traditional healers across Greece, Italy, and the Middle East reached for leaves when illness arrived. The leaves were the medicine cabinet. The oil was food. Traditional preparation: steep 1 teaspoon dried olive leaves in boiled water for 15 minutes, covered to preserve volatile medicinal compounds. Strain thoroughly, and drink 2 to 3 cups daily during illness or regularly for immune maintenance. The flavor is slightly bitter and earthy, a hallmark of genuine medicinal potency that our ancestors recognized and valued. Olive leaf tea got forgotten as pharmaceutical companies developed synthetic antivirals and antibiotics. But those create resistance and side effects. This leaf offers broad-spectrum immune support trusted since Ezekiel's time. Think of it as the guardian growing on every olive tree, waiting for you to remember it exists. Number 5. Fig infusion, the mineral-rich recovery tonic. Take figs and apply to the boil, and he will recover. Isaiah 38:21. Here's what most readers miss. When King Hezekiah lay dying from severe infection, Isaiah didn't just pray. He issued medical instructions. Apply pressed figs to the wound. Hezekiah recovered. Modern science validates Isaiah's prescription. Figs contain phycin, an enzyme that breaks down dead tissue and promotes wound healing, plus compounds with antimicrobial properties. As a beverage, fig infusion delivers concentrated soluble fiber that feeds gut bacteria, soothes intestinal inflammation, and regulates bowel function. Figs rank among the most mineral-dense plant foods. They provide exceptional magnesium, potassium, calcium, and B vitamins. In a world without supplements, figs were the supplement. Traditional preparation: steep 4 to 6 dried figs in 2 cups hot water for 20 to 30 minutes. Press softened figs to release sugars and fiber. Drink with or without the fruit. Add cinnamon for blood sugar support. This was used throughout the Middle East for digestive complaints, constipation, fatigue, and post-illness restoration. The profit reached for figs because generations proved they worked. Fig infusion got forgotten as medicine developed synthetic digestive drugs. But for whole food mineral nutrition and gentle digestive support, this offers complete nourishment. It's the recovery tonic prophets prescribed and science validated. Number 4. Cumin seed water, the blood sugar regulator. You tithe mint, dill, and cumin. Matthew 23:23. This is the only spice Jesus specifically named. The fact that cumin was tithed, offered to God, tells you its value. You tithe valuable things. Cumin was worth tithing. Cumin has been used medicinally for 4,000 years for digestion, blood sugar, and infection. Research validates every traditional use. Cumin contains cuminaldehyde with antimicrobial effectiveness against bacteria and fungi. Studies show it lowers fasting blood glucose and improves insulin sensitivity in type 2 diabetes. It stimulates bile and digestive enzymes, reducing bloating and gas through biological mechanisms. Here's what makes it special. 3 grams of cumin provides 20% of daily iron needs. As a beverage, cumin seeds steeped in warm water extract active compounds and deliver them where they work immediately. Traditional preparation: lightly toast 1 teaspoon whole cumin seeds until fragrant. Add to 2 cups boiling water. Steep 10 minutes covered. Strain and drink warm after heavy meals or at first digestive discomfort. Salt and lemon brighten the flavor. The ancient world used cumin water daily without clinical trials. Modern science confirms why that instinct was correct. Cumin water got forgotten as we developed commercial digestive aids. But for natural metabolic support, this spice water offers genuine benefit Jesus himself acknowledged. Number 3. Frankincense water, the gift that heals. They presented gifts: gold, frankincense, and myrrh. Matthew 2:11. Here's the drink I teased at the beginning. Frankincense, one of 3 gifts brought to baby Jesus. For most of history, this was interpreted as purely symbolic. Then researchers analyzed frankincense resin and discovered it contains one of the most potent anti-inflammatory substances in natural medicine. Frankincense contains boswellic acids, particularly AKBA, demonstrated in clinical trials to inhibit the inflammatory enzyme 5-lipoxygenase, the same pathway pharmaceutical anti-inflammatories target. Studies show boswellic acids reduce inflammation in inflammatory bowel disease, osteoarthritis, and asthma with effectiveness comparable to prescriptions but without dangerous side effects like stomach damage, liver stress, or cardiovascular complications. Here's what makes it special. Frankincense water, made by steeping food-grade resin overnight, has been used in Ayurvedic and Middle Eastern medicine for thousands of years. It has a mild, piney flavor. It calms the nervous system, supports immunity, and reduces systemic inflammation at the cellular level. Traditional preparation: steep a pea-sized piece of food-grade frankincense resin in 1 cup room temperature water overnight. The resin softens and releases water-soluble compounds. Drink in the morning on an empty stomach. The Magi understood value. What they brought wasn't just symbolic, it was functional medicine. Frankincense water got forgotten as pharmaceutical companies synthesized artificial anti-inflammatories. But those cause serious complications. This ancient resin offers powerful inflammation control without destroying your body. Think of it as the gift fit for a king still giving healing 2,000 years later. Number 2. Honey water, the antimicrobial elixir, a land flowing with milk and honey. Exodus 3:8. We're almost at number 1. Let's talk about the drink defining the promised land itself. When God described abundance to Moses, he said a land flowing with milk and honey. This appears over 20 times. It wasn't poetry. It was precise nutritional description. The simplest way inhabitants consumed honey, dissolved in water as healing elixir. Modern science confirms what ancients knew. It's one of the most powerful natural antimicrobials ever identified. Raw honey generates hydrogen peroxide on contact, maintains low pH killing pathogens, and contains defensin-1 that destroys bacteria, including antibiotic-resistant MRSA. Dissolved in water, it becomes instantly bioavailable, soothing throat tissue, calming gut lining and providing clean energy without insulin spikes. The critical word is raw. Heating past 40 degrees Celsius degrades enzymes and antimicrobial compounds. The honey ancestors drank, harvested from wild hives, unfiltered, never heated, was functionally different from commercial processed syrup. Traditional preparation: stir 1 tablespoon raw honey into 1 cup. Warm, never boiling, water. Add lemon if available. Drink first thing morning, at illness onset, or before bed. Archaeologists found 3,000-year-old honey in Egyptian tombs still edible. This doesn't expire, neither does the science. Honey water got forgotten as we developed antibiotics, but those create resistance and side effects. This elixir offers genuine antimicrobial healing trusted since Exodus. It's the drink of the promised land, still promising healing today. Number 1. Hyssop Cleansing Tonic, the respiratory healer. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Psalm 51:7. Here's number 1. The drink I saved for last, because it represents the pinnacle of biblical healing beverages. David wrote Psalm 51 after his deepest failure. When he reached for an image of purification, powerful enough to match what he needed cleansed, he didn't reach for water or oil. He reached for hyssop. That tells you everything about what hyssop meant. Our hyssop appears in Leviticus purification rituals, at Passover, where bundles applied protective blood to doorposts, at the crucifixion, where the sponge was offered on a hyssop branch. For centuries, scholars treated this as purely ceremonial. Then researchers analyzed hyssop and found the symbolism was built on physiological reality. Hyssop contains carvacrol, thymol, pinocamphone, and isopenocamphone, concentrated volatile oils, ranking among the most powerful natural antimicrobials, antivirals, and expectorants in botanical medicine. Clinical studies demonstrate direct antiviral activity. Its expectorant compounds actively break up and mobilize stubborn mucus from bronchial passages and sinuses, making it uniquely effective for chronic respiratory conditions, post-viral congestion, and seasonal illness. Here's what makes hyssop special. As a therapeutic drink prepared stronger than simple tea, hyssop is traditionally made as cold overnight infusion. Preserving volatile therapeutic compounds, heat destroys. This extracts maximum medicinal potency. Traditional preparation: steep 1 tablespoon dried hyssop in 2 cups. Cold water for 8 hours overnight. Strain. Warm gently, never boiling. Add raw honey and lemon. Drink 1 cup morning and evening for 7 to 10 days during illness or at seasonal transitions. Ancient people didn't have clinical trials, but they had generations of observation. They watched what happened with hyssop. They watched people breathe easier, heal faster, get cleaner. They wrote it into the most enduring literature in human history. The science caught up. Hyssop does what David knew it would. It purges. It cleanses. It leaves the respiratory system cleaner than it found it. Hyssop got forgotten as we developed decongestants and antibiotics, but those mask symptoms without helping your body eliminate infection. This ancient herb helps your lungs do what they're designed to do: clear infection completely. It's the cleansing drink kings trusted and the most powerful respiratory healer in the biblical pharmacopoeia. 10 drinks, thousands of years of accumulated use, centuries of carefully observed wisdom we almost discarded in our rush to replace everything ancient with something manufactured. Before I go, quality matters enormously with every drink on this list. The difference between raw honey in warm water versus processed honey in boiling water isn't small whatsoever. It's the difference between living medicine that heals and sweet liquid that does nothing. Same with olive leaves, frankincense resin, and every ingredient discussed. So here's what I want you to do. Smash that like button if this changed how you think about biblical wisdom and healing. Drop a comment and tell me which drink you're making first. Are you Team Frankincense, Team Honey Water, or Team Hyssop? I read every comment and love hearing from you. And if you haven't subscribed to Homestead Roots yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you never miss a video. We're connecting ancient biblical wisdom with modern scientific validation every single week. And I want you on this journey with us. Remember, sometimes the most powerful medicine isn't in a pharmaceutical facility. Sometimes it's documented in Scripture, waiting for you to read it with new understanding.